money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This
the money game. But
we in the money game. And
the entertainment industry, often glamorized as a realm of fame and fortune, is a complex and competitive landscape where power dynamics, influence, and money shape careers and opportunities. At its core, it's a business, a money game, as some might describe it, where success is measured not just by talent, but by strategic alliances, public perception, and financial negotiations. For many, particularly black women in Hollywood, navigating this game comes with unique challenges, including systemic inequities in pay, recognition, and treatment. The recent controversy surrounding Taraji P. Henson, Oprah Winfrey, and others in the industry highlights these struggles, shedding light on deeper issues of fairness, influence, and accountability. This situation, rooted in the production and promotion of The Color Purple, has sparked widespread discussion about how power is wielded, how voices are silenced, and how some fight to uplift others despite personal costs. Taraji P. Henson, a celebrated actress known for her powerful performances in films like Proud Mary and Hidden Figures, has been vocal about the disparities she's faced in Hollywood. During the press tour for The Color Purple, a film produced by Oprah Winfrey's Harpo Studios, Henson opened up about the low pay and poor working conditions she and her co-stars endured. She revealed that her salary hadn't increased since Proud Mary, a role she cherished but which didn't translate into the financial rewards it should have. Henson described being offered an insultingly low salary for The Color Purple, which she found disrespectful given her experience and contributions to the industry. Beyond her own compensation, she spoke about the lack of basic accommodations for the cast, such as dressing rooms and proper meals on set. These revelations weren't just about her personal grievances. They were a call to action for better treatment of black women in the industry, particularly for younger actresses like Fantasia Barrino, Danielle Brooks, and Halle Bailey, who she felt deserved better opportunities. Henson's decision to speak out was not without risk. The purpose of a press tour is to generate excitement and positive buzz for a film, not to air grievances. Some criticized her for being too candid, arguing that her comments could have waited until after the film's box office performance was secured. However, for Henson, the issues were too pressing to ignore. She explained that years of being underpaid and undervalued had built up, and the opportunity to address these injustices publicly was one she couldn't pass up. Her emotional interviews, including one with Gayle King where she broke down in tears, underscored the toll of working tirelessly in an industry that often fails to reward black women commensurately. She spoke of the financial realities of her career. After taxes and paying her team, the large sums reported in headlines shrink significantly. For example, a $10 million paycheck is reduced to a fraction after Uncle Sam and her team take their cuts, a reality that forces her to work constantly to maintain her lifestyle and support her staff. Henson's comments ignited a broader conversation about pay disparities in Hollywood. Other actresses, like Viola Davis, echoed her sentiments, sharing their own experiences of being underpaid despite their accolades and accomplishments. Davis, an Oscar, Emmy, and Tony winner, pointed out that her career achievements rivaled those of white actresses like Meryl Streep or Julianne Moore, yet her compensation and opportunities lag far behind. She emphasized the constant need to hustle for her worth, even as one of the most accomplished actresses in the industry. Similarly, Gabrielle Union and Keke Palmer shared stories of being overworked and underpaid, highlighting the financial burdens of maintaining a team and the misconception that large paychecks translate to personal wealth. These women's stories painted a picture of an industry where black actresses must navigate systemic barriers with grace, often at great personal and professional cost. The tension between Henson and Oprah Winfrey, a towering figure in entertainment, became a focal point of the controversy. Observers noted strained interactions during the press tour, with body language suggesting discomfort between the two. In one instance, footage showed Oprah looking away from Henson, who appeared to be holding back tears while maintaining professionalism. Fans and commentators interpreted these moments as evidence of underlying friction, possibly stemming from Henson's decision to speak out about the production's shortcomings. Reports suggest that Oprah, as a producer, was upset with Henson's public criticisms, believing they contributed to The Color Purple's disappointing box office performance. The film, made on a budget exceeding $100 million, grossed only $58 million, with theaters taking a significant portion of that revenue. This financial shortfall was particularly stinging for Oprah, who had hoped the film would be a major success for Harpo Studios, securing funding for future projects and potential awards. Rumors swirled that Oprah was attempting to blacklist Henson, much as she allegedly did with Monique years earlier. Monique's experience with Oprah began in 2009 during the production of Precious, another Harpo Studios project. Monique was paid just $50,000 for her role, which she accepted in hopes of advancing her career. Her performance earned her critical acclaim and awards, but when she declined to participate in an unpaid promotional tour, her relationship with Oprah soured. Monique later claimed that Oprah spread rumors about her being difficult to work with, leading to canceled projects and a stalled career. It wasn't until years later, with support from figures like Lee Daniels and 50 Cent, that Monique began to rebuild her career. Daniels publicly apologized for her blackballing, and 50 Cent cast her in his series Black Mafia Family, openly criticizing Oprah's actions. The parallels between Monique's and Henson's situations have fueled speculation that Oprah, with the help of Steve Harvey, is orchestrating a similar campaign against Henson. Harvey, a prominent media figure, has faced accusations of enabling powerful industry players to discredit others. Critics point to his past behavior, such as his alleged attempts to undermine Bernie Mac out of jealousy and his role in perpetuating negative stereotypes about black men through caricatured performances. Monique previously called out Harvey for not supporting her during her feud with Oprah, accusing him of prioritizing his own interests. Now 50 Cent has claimed that Harvey is assisting Oprah in blacklisting Henson, citing evidence of her gigs being canceled and studios refusing to work with her. 50 Cent, known for his willingness to challenge industry giants, has positioned himself as a defender of both Monique and Henson, using his platform to call out what he sees as unfair treatment. 50 Cent's feud with Oprah dates back years, rooted in her criticism of hip-hop culture and her refusal to feature him on her show due to the violent themes in his music. He has accused her of using her influence to tear down rather than uplift black artists, a sentiment echoed by others in the black community who feel she caters primarily to a white, middle-aged audience. His support for Henson includes public statements and social media posts, where he's vowed to expose Oprah's alleged efforts to sabotage her career. He's also highlighted his own efforts to fairly compensate black actresses, such as paying Mary J. Blige $400,000 per episode for Power Book 2, Ghost, as an example of how the industry can do better. The controversy has also drawn attention to Tyler Perry, another influential figure in Hollywood. Henson reportedly confronted Perry about the industry's failure to support Monique, pointing out that while he never explicitly told anyone not to work with her, his silence as a powerful figure carried weight. Perry, taken aback by the perspective, acknowledged that he hadn't considered the impact of his influence in that way. This exchange underscores the broader issue of how silence from those in power can perpetuate systemic inequities, even unintentionally. For Henson, the stakes are personal and collective. She's expressed frustration at being labeled an angry black woman when she speaks out, a stereotype that discourages black women from advocating for themselves. She's also highlighted the industry's claim that black actresses don't translate overseas, a justification used to offer lower salaries despite their global appeal. Her stand is not just for herself, but for the next generation of actresses, whom she hopes will face fewer barriers. The emotional toll of this fight is evident. She's reportedly been unable to sleep, grappling with the stress of challenging powerful figures like Oprah. Public reaction has been mixed but largely supportive of Henson. Fans have praised her for her honesty and courage, with many expressing disillusionment with Oprah's perceived hypocrisy. Social media comments reflect frustration with Oprah's reputation in the black community, where some feel she's distanced herself from the struggles of black artists while maintaining an image of benevolence. The hashtag #WeAllKnew has gained traction, signaling a collective awareness of these issues. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's outspokenness has been lauded as a rare example of someone risking their own standing to defend others. The situation raises broader questions about accountability in Hollywood. The industry thrives on influence, but when that influence is used to silence or punish those who speak out, it perpetuates a cycle of inequity. Henson's experience, like Monique's before her, highlights the precarious position of black women in entertainment, who must balance professionalism with advocacy while navigating a system that often undervalues them. The involvement of figures like Oprah and Harvey complicates the narrative, as their success as black trailblazers is undeniable, yet their actions are seen by some as reinforcing the very barriers they once faced.